Hello, it's December 2023, and I'm Coach Pat from Aim High Academy, where we teach fantastic gymnastics here in the Tulsa, Oklahoma area. We are starting a series of videos on how to become or becoming an effective gymnastics instructor. So let's get a definition to start us off. What exactly is an effective gymnastics instructor, teacher, coach? Well, number one, it is an instructor who is a knowledgeable gymnastics professional. In other words, they know their gymnastics stuff. Plus, they are a knowledgeable gymnastics teacher. They know how to teach kids, students, gymnastics skills in a positive, encouraging atmosphere where the kids go from not knowing how to make their bodies do gymnastics skills to knowing how to make their bodies do gymnastics skills. Now this learning stuff, gymnastics stuff, becoming a knowledgeable professional, it requires diligence and effort on our part to educate ourselves about this sport and to be able to translate that knowledge of gymnastics into a form the kids can understand and appropriate and learn to do skills for themselves. So we have to be both learners and teachers. All right, the first part of becoming an effective gymnastics coach that we're going to look at is gymnastics skill acquisition. How kids learn to do gymnastics skills. When a parent signs their child up for gymnastics lessons, they have this expectation that we'll be teaching their kids gymnastics tricks. Now we as gymnastics professionals, we prefer to use the term skills rather than tricks. But anyway, in order to teach a kid a trick, we need to know what makes a kid tick. So we'll be going over some concepts, starting with the progressive steps in acquiring gymnastic skills, and what we as a teacher need to know about how kids learn so that we can be an effective gymnastics instructor, teacher, coach. All right, gymnastics skills acquisition. There's kind of a progression or a series of steps, rungs up a ladder we have to climb to learn gymnastic skills. But it's important to know right off the bat, especially if you're a new teacher, to correctly learn and master gymnastic skills. It requires the child to do hundreds to thousands of repetition per skill. We have 4 events. Each event has multiple skills. A lot of repetitions of a lot of skills to learn those skills. Also keep in mind that certain skills and certain parts of skills can't be mastered until developmental physical milestones have been reached. So for example, a 2-year-old has very short arms in relation to their head. You're probably not going to see a great cartwheel until their bodies grow a little bit. All right, but anyway, kids still can be started on learning their gymnastic skills at a very young age, and eventually they will grow into the skills as they get older and they practice. All right, let's look at 4 steps, 4 rungs on the ladder. The base step, the beginning step, the first rung, is skill introduction. Skill introduction. We as a teacher show the child how to do the skill, and then they begin to work on that skill, and we keep in mind it may take a long time for them to master the skill. Skill introduction. This starts where they would begin. You might be a preschool class, you might be in a kindergarten class, elementary and introductory or level 1 class. But anyway, skill introduction. You are shown how to do the skills. Second step, second rung of the ladder, is skill approximation. Skill approximation. As time goes by and the student has practiced a skill, their performance of the skill starts to resemble what the skill is supposed to look like. So now instead of a put your hands down, roll over, land on your knees thing, it starts to look like a cartwheel. The skill can be recognized for what it is. So step 1, skill introduction. Step 2, skill approximation. Step 3, skill acquisition. Skill acquisition. The skill is still not performed perfectly, but it looks like what it is supposed to. It's got decent form, it's got decent technique. Student is on their way to mastery. you know, it's starting to be a good cartwheel. It's not a great or a perfect cartwheel, but it's a good cartwheel. You might see that in the third level of classes or Little Dreamers, maybe silver on the XL team. All right, so skill introduction, skill approximation, skill acquisition. Number 4, skill mastery. So now the student can perform this skill with proper technique, great form, and the trick or the skill looks fabulous. It is a really great cartwheel. Maybe now it's a one-arm cartwheel or even an aerial cartwheel. Skill mastery. So you might see that in levels 4 through 7, XL Gold and up, and of course level 8 and up. Okay, that's where we're going to stop with this first video. We still have a lot more to talk about in regards to skill acquisition. And next video, we'll go on to some important skill acquisition, some concepts, important concepts we need to know about helping kids to get those skills. See you on the next video.